Hello and welcome to the Weekend Edition. I'm Dr. Kingori. Now, if there's any episode you should not miss for anything, here leo. First, because of how juicy this week has been. But before I even start, I have a very burning question. Mafirifiri alikosea nani Kenya?
Leo mabuduki ndio zilikuwa zinafanya kazi. Pu. Si watu watakufa. Sasa sisi mimi kama mimi sina buduki. Sasa hivyo DCIO akuje atusaidie. Anyang'anye ma MCA mabuduki.
Amwezi ngoja mtu amalize kuongea. See, every time this lady is making a point, the police interrupt her with tear gas or gunshots. One thing you've got to give her, though, is that she's a nominated MCA, but from that clip, she has just proven that she can run. Now, on a serious note, I'm tempted to think that tear gas and gunshots could be the only way to keep Kenyan MCAs on toes. And there was so much drama this week that I don't even know where to start. I believe I would be very unprofessional. It would be very unprofessional of me to ignore the VAR footage from the just concluded by-election in Kibra. Did you know that other than McDonald Mariga, there was another Jubilee MP who was offered a chance to run in Kibra?
No, mtakimbizwa. I can decide ukimbizwa sasa.
See, there is so much going on with the offers Didimas Baraza received in that video. I can decide mukimbizwe sahi. Unataka mukimbizwe? Hiyo ni kama kulazimishwa na followers. Bro, unajua naweza kupea 10,000 followers sahi. No, ache hizo maze, ache hizo. We are friends. Cheza chini. Na hapana, si mimi nakwambia naweza kupea followers sahi. As a reaction to the roughing up he received and with no response from the authorities, Didimas Baraza posted a recruitment exercise for goons. He's hiring goons. And I'm not adding anything. The post read, I invite applications for recruitment of 500 people to join my security team. Qualifications are as follows. A minimum of KCP certificate. Simtu ambie governor baba yao kuna kazi hapa. You need to be, you also need ex-military officers, GSU officers. Hata hiyo baba yao ana qualify, si ndio? Story ya mawe. Now, he also said that those with certificate of good conduct, a certificate of good conduct will be disqualified. Andaka watu wa tabia mbaya. So hata hiyo baba yao wako ndani, si ndio? Now, he goes ahead and says successful applicants will be issued with a motorbike. And I think hii ya kupeana motorbike is a repetition. There's a repetition there because ukishasema people with a certificate of good conduct will be disqualified. It means hawa watu umechagua already ni wase wanduthi. For real. And according to the Facebook location, the user published the post on his way to Vietnam. So this makes Didimas the second Kenyan amenyang'anya kofia juu ya kuongea vile anataka, akakimbia nje, akaendelea kuongea vibaya akiwa nje. So to bring it even closer home, ametengeneza jeshi through social media akiwa nje. But then, afadhali Didimas alikuwa na deal na vitisho soft copy. Upande wa pili wa studio, former Kakamega Senator aka Dr. Dwayne The Rock Johnson, or as he's popularly known, Khalwale, alikuwa anapambana na the Chinese government peke yake. Okay, this is a proper definition of hiding in the open. See, Mheshimiwa was technically between a rock and a hard place. Yani, nimeshaingia kwa masaibu ya Kibra and I was telling you why you shouldn't miss this episode for anything. See, in September this year, the UN ranked Kenyans as the most careless internet users in the world. I believe that as we speak, you have been a target or you know someone who's been targeted by a hacker. And na nikisema hacking, sio ile ya mtaani. Ati buda, nimeweka nguo mtaani for kitu kama 2 weeks. Nguo chafu maze sijui kama nitahack kuzifua. That's not what I mean. Nikisema hacking, sio hiyo kabisa. Now, the kind of hacking I'm talking about ni bank accounts, people stealing your social media accounts, and you know how that usually ends. We, umeona Bishop ameretweet TGIF, I'm in that Tarimbo mood. Wapendwa turn, alafu Sunday you come to the service unasikia. Wapendwa turn to your neighbor, mwambie the devil is a hacker. Now, well, we've managed to get an expert who can share tips on all forms of internet security. I believe it's fair to address him as a genius. He holds a Doctor of Science degree in convergence and application engineering. Hata mimi sijui ni nini, but one thing I know is that he is one of the few people who lives up to their name. Bright Gameli is in the house. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Bright made his first computer virus at the age of 6. I know what comes to your mind when I mention that. What was I doing at 6 years old? Well, this is me at 6 years old. This is the 6-year-old me. Good luck locating anything that reads computer in that. Now, before we get to that part of the show, I can't thank you enough for the support you've given us thus far. Always tuning in and for the constructive criticism, and which is shaping this show to be the #1 comedy show in Kenya and beyond, by the way. And that's according to the feedback we have received. Asanteni sana. I'm also excited that pale kwa mtandao, we are growing steadily. Notification gang is officially at 100,000 people strong. And I still believe this number is going to grow, especially like this. Telkom is giving us, is making internet more affordable by the day. We've been doing that for the past few weeks. Na mmeona, tulianza na 3.5 GB. Now, Telkom is giving you 30 GB for 1,000 bob only. Stand by for details of our winners from the last week's challenge. Now, in other news, this woman from Lamu made a very controversial proposal. She wants Kenyan men to be forced to marry at least 3 women by force. In response, Kenyan men have declined, saying that they are not willing to reduce from the current numbers. Now, I posted this photo on social media last week asking for the best captions. And it's Marvin on Twitter, ali caption akisema, usimwage maji ya ugali kabla nilambe hiyo sufuria. And also on Facebook, we have Patrick Mongai, who won by likes. His caption was, he says, this is a rare picture of his salary and bills having a discussion. Now, Patrick na Marvin, please slide kwa DM yangu ni waso 30 GB worth of Telkom data bundles. We are still on, niko na mob za kupeana. And this is the image that we are going to use this week. This one. So the best caption, I'm posting this right now on my social media platforms. The best caption, napeana 30 GB. Vile sisi ufanya. I had that on standby, and I've been telling you that Telkom wako na the best deals in the market right now. What can you do with 30 GB? Pale Twitter, use hashtag The Wicked Edition and make sure you tag at Telkom Kenya. Watu wangu wa Facebook, mnajua, it's very simple. The post is there. Ingia kwa comments. Mtu akisema kitu kali, vile nimesema, just give it a like. To trend pale kwa comment like nobody's business. Like I say, na tena nitarudia tena. Telkom has the most affordable bundle packages, data bundle packages in the market right now. 30 GB ni tao moja. To subscribe, if you have a Telkom line, it's *544#. Uanze kutesa. Now, I promised to give you an update on the contributions we've been making towards the welfare of refugees. We are currently at 430K. That's close to 500,000 tukiendanga. Now, all this is to support the education of refugee children in Kenya, and I'm crossing fingers that we can get this figure to 1 million at least. Now, for those who've not had a chance to contribute, na wale wangependa tena, which I very much encourage you, just go to your M-Pesa, sai, tufanye faster. It's very simple. Give as you can give as low as 10 bob. You can give as much as your heart is willing to give. Go to your M-Pesa. Go to Lipa na M-Pesa, pay bill, enter the business number, which is 329378, and then you enter the account number. For the account name, you enter the Wicked Edition so that we can be able to track. That's how we've been able to get to the figures like, hey, niaje, we've contributed 430K. Let's close the figure to 1 million. Hata kama ni 10 bob uko nayo, whatever you have, the contributions zitakwambia United Nations High Commission for Refugees, and it's a cause we chose. Tulisema we're standing with them for, nitwaje, we are choosing education as a course ya kuchagulia au watoi wa shule. Education as a cause for this show, and As we continue sending our contributions, we take a short commercial break. We'll be right back, hopefully with everything you need to know about how to be safe on the internet and hopefully, again, how to be immune to internet fraudsters. See you guys in a bit. Welcome back to the Wicked Edition. I'm Dr. Kingori. The conversation on our show tonight is around the question, how safe are you on the internet, or how safe is your data on the internet? And we are privileged to have one of the 3 individuals in this country with a PhD in cybersecurity. Bright Gameli is in the house. Nice.
Yes.
Is that how you greet hackers? I have like a special greeting for you guys.
Hackers have very various, what's the word, description of them. People think a hacker should be having a hoodie right now, right? Do I look like one?
You probably a saved hacker. But you see, the closest I've come to hacking myself is Control-Alt-Delete.
Okay.
But with a person of your experience, you can probably, correct me if I'm wrong, gain access to any system that you'd wish. You have a very, very tight resume.
Yeah.
Yes. You have a very tight CV. Started, created your own computer virus at the age of 6 and stuff.
It was boredom.
Out of boredom?
My teacher pissed me off. I had to show her something.
So what was that about?
I mean, it was, so first of all, the thing is, she was slow. She was making us do tests and homework in a really short time, which was not practical.
Okay.
So to slow things down, I gave her my assignment, thinking that she thought that the assignment was done. So it was on a floppy disk back in the day. I don't know if you are familiar with floppy disks.
No. We are the flash disk. We are the flash disk generation.
All right. So the floppy disk, basically, the virus was basically say it will open, and when she thinks she's reading the assignment, it formats the whole computer. So in a few seconds, it shuts down everything, and she has to take a long time, like 3 more days, to restart the computer, to format, to reinstall. That gives the whole class some leeway to be able to do the homework longer. So you see, that was not a bad thing, right? I mean,
so what punishment did you get? They sent you to your room.
There's no proof. You can't tell it's me. How can you tell I was the one who did it? Everything has been deleted, has been formatted.
I believe there's a general perception that hackers don't get arrested. If you hack into a bank and steal all their money, they employ you so that you can deter other hackers from stealing.
Not all of them do that. Some do, others don't. And not everybody has been brought up the same way. So there's some people who you actually get to actually work with you and say, look, we know you're really good at what you do, so we can take you in. But these days, people are doing this as a profession. Okay. And some get paid really, really well for that. Okay. There's a Senegalese friend of ours called Ahmad Kama. He won almost, let me say, almost 300,000, no, about, how much? I think more than 35 million in less than 5 minutes for showing he can hack a particular system at a context, right? There are Kenyans who are doing the same thing.
Okay.
Actually, there's something called a back bounty program, which Safaricom is the only people who actually offer that right now, where they let hackers in Kenya legitimately to hack into the system and show they can be done, and they get paid for it. And I know Kenyans right now who are making almost 500,000 Kenya shillings from one hack.
One hack.
To show they can hack it.
Can you teach me? Is it something I can... how long would it take for me to learn how to hack?
There are various ways to hack, and for you to be hacked, it boils down to how much information can I get about you. So, do you know how much information you leave online?
The information I leave online?
You leave online. For example, if I may switch to my screen, just to show you basically what happens.
Okay.
So my screen right now is showing just basic Google. Google is a highway for hackers, and people think Google is what you use for Google is basic search, right?
Yes.
If I put site, I put KE, and I say file type, doc, and I say resume, Nairobi University. This basically says I want to see every Nairobi University lecturer's resume that actually exists publicly on the internet. Okay. And you can get all of them. Same way, if I want to see, if I say index.captain Marvel, something like that says that I want to search sites that have the movie Captain Marvel, which are publicly available for you to actually gain for free.
Okay.
And that's the movie that you can get there.
Okay.
And you basically can get information about people. Look, all of those movies are there for you to download for free.
All these are movies.
Yeah.
Oh, before you get...
So we can use that to get, we can use that to find out where your passwords have been placed. We can use that to gain details about your digital lifestyle.
Okay.
Where we are right now, we're at Nation Center, right?
Yes.
And Nation Center has this GPS location, coordinates, that we can all see there.
Okay.
If I want to find out details about you working here,
Yes.
all I need to do is first of all use what we call a terminal.
Okay.
And say, I want to put your GPS location here. That's the latitude.
Okay.
And if I put the longitude, I want to see within a kilometer range radius. I don't want to hack cameras, so I can just say I want to find out anybody, 20 people. These are 20 people who have ever tweeted within a kilometer radius of where we are right now.
These are 20
These
people.
are 20 people. Now, let's pick anybody that's random. The what? Can we pick this person? Well, that's the only person I can see a lot who has been tweeting. Or, let's pick this person right here. I want to find out who is this guy.
Do you know what you're typing?
Yeah. So I want to see everything this person has ever tweeted, and with that, I can even tell how much, what they've ever talked about, their Instagram account, and I hope with this is public information. So now, this is the person's Instagram account. I can pull out every information about them, their digital lifestyle, whatever, what they've been doing.
Okay, before we get to my bank account balance, let's check it. What you're saying is that if you had a thief born in you, you would be a billionaire.
Well, yeah.
How can we be safe on the internet then?
There are various things that we need to do. One, I tell people the basic thing you need to make sure you have secure. When it comes to email, it's your when it comes to your digital lifestyle, it's your email address. So, do you have an email address? I believe you do.
Yes, I do.
Right. So you have an email address connected to what? Your Instagram account, your Twitter account, your Facebook, your LinkedIn, your everything is on that email.
Yes.
It's
including
connected.
The dating sites. Yes.
Including the dating site. Good.
Well, before, I deactivated the account.
Are you sure you left
yes,
that place?
Yes, I deactivated the account, but they send me birthday notes. Yes?
I'll take your word for it. Okay. Now, that email, you need to make sure that you have a strong password. Your basic password is, I'm sure your basic password is something to do with your name, or your dog's name, or your cat's name with the date of birth in it, or with the date of birth reversed.
Oh, thanks for the compliment. I look like I keep a cat, man.
There's a possibility that the password on your phone is your date of birth reversed, the PIN. It's a very typical thing. It's how the brain works. Part of my PhD was actually about knowing how the brain works for internet security and awareness. Now, you need to make sure you have a password that is strong. Usually a strong password is password with spaces. So like a phrase. Okay. For a typical example is, why do I always forget? Then you can add a number or a character.
Then that's how you forget.
That's how you forget. No, because if you use a normal password for your digital kind of activities, say Kings 2014, there's a very high chance that, or if you make it too long, or 16 characters, there's a very high chance you are going to write that on a piece of paper and place it somewhere.
Okay.
Now, getting close to you, or you type that on your desktop, or you put it somewhere that you want to store. That's why you need to make sure you stop writing passwords down on places. You can also use what we call a password manager. Password manager are programs that you can install on your browser to keep all your all your passwords in a vault.
So that the hacker can have an easy time getting the password stored in one place.
No. Because we usually store them in Chrome, which is not all that safe, because hackers have found a way to be able to extract those passwords from the Chrome. Let's assume you're a thief. What is the first thing you do when you steal this phone?
Guess the password.
You can't guess it, obviously.
Okay.
So what do?
Power button.
You press the power button, right?
Okay.
What does it show?
Power off.
Press it. Okay. What does it do?
Power shutting down.
Shutting down. So as a thief, you feel that the phone is actually going off, right?
Yes.
So anything you press, you don't actually see any activity. As you can see right now, it looks off.
Yes.
However, I now know that you stole the phone. Why? Because according to my email, I now have a picture of you, details about where you stole the phone from, and an alert has been sent to somebody else.
Okay.
That you stole my phone at this place. Even if you try to take out the SIM card and put a new SIM card in, it will let the person know.
You have the record of the thief.
Of
But
the
that
thief.
only applies for someone who has a phone like this. What about the Kenyan who has a phone booth? They know themselves.
They know themselves. Which have the basic phones. Let me try and see if the picture was able to come through. And yeah, right there, if you check the screen right now.
But that's an innocent-looking thief right there, man.
Yeah, same thing. So, I mean, you, the one who stole my phone, is very evident, it's very clear, plus the GPS location.
No, but then that's a feature that you create, it comes with
It's a
every
program
phone.
called Cybersecurity app, and Cybersecurity app is quite cheap. It's only 700 shillings a year. So these are basic features that you don't even have to be a coder, a programmer to be able to get to do that. Just very basic settings. And it has 2 weeks for free. You can try it out. I didn't create it. It's just something that I found on the internet that works very well for me.
But how do you ensure that it's safe? Probably someone goes looking for an application to protect their phone.
Yes.
And they end up downloading malware.
Yeah, so they see you need anti-malware solutions on your phone. Your phones does come with a little bit of anti-malware solutions, but not some hackers are getting to find out various ways that they can use to actually to bypass that. I'm going to demonstrate to you how a laptop can be hacked right now. You have this laptop, you want to assume that you're basically just working. Now, there are various ways that I can log in, I can hack into this laptop. If I have physical access, you use a wireless mouse, I can intercept the traffic between the mouse and the laptop and send you malware.
Okay.
If I give a charger cable that I have specialized for this, I could trigger anything on the laptop 50 or 100 meters away. But what if you're very far away? So, being far away, I need to find a way to be able to make sure that you get to open anything I want. So, after collecting information about you, your lifestyle, I'll set up what we call a command and control. This is waiting to actually control you. Okay? Now, if you see the Excel sheet on the desktop, as you can see, there's an Excel sheet here.
Yes.
So he's opening an Excel sheet, which looks very normal. Could you please kindly just explain to me what you're seeing on the screen?
Name, question mark.
And then?
Cleaner update. Click
Okay,
here to download.
can we switch to my laptop? You want to see my screen right now. Look at yourself, just turn around.
Okay.
So as you're trying to read what is on the desktop, I can actually watch you live. I can do anything. I can increase the volume on the laptop, play any music that I want.
Yeah.
Or better yet, let me do something for you. Hold up the laptop. Just raise it up to where everybody can see. You can shut down the laptop.
And you can do this to any laptop.
Remotely. I don't have to be close to you. Because of opening just an Excel sheet. That's a simple malware that I've created. I'm sure everybody has heard about the whole ransomware that has been going around.
Yes.
So ransomware is basically a malware that comes to your laptop, and when you open that file, it encrypts or locks down your entire file, or your entire laptop, and they ask you to pay a ransom of about 30,000 Kenya shillings or more for you to be able to get the data back. So I just replicated a similar thing, and even the normal traditional antivirus you have will not be able to stop it.
So if you ever go broke,
Yes.
God forbid,
Yeah.
with all the information that you have,
Yeah.
wouldn't you be tempted to do some of the things?
The temptation is always there. I mean, I'm a human being. The temptation is forever there. You can't stop it. But I still have to think about prison time. I don't like committee.
Are you dating?
Yes, I am.
Thank you. So does the other person have secrets? That's where your ethics come in.
Oh, that's why I make it very open. She has password to my phone, password to my laptops. She has everything, so there's nothing to hide.
She has passwords.
We all have.
Because you have hers by default.
Yes. I do have one by default, but the thing is, we need to build trust in this kind of life we live in these days. In the current world we live in, if you don't try to build trust between two entities, even corporate life, you're not going to get anywhere. It only leads into more trouble than you trying to try hide anything. Nothing's a secret these days.
Okay.
You try to hide so much, you end up exposing yourself in social media. Yeah.
Wapi makofi ya Bright Gameli? Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you once again for coming through.
Sure.
We hope to have you come over
again
and again if possible. I believe that conversation doesn't end there. There's so much we can talk about internet security and cyber safety. And before we let you go, NTV will be launching season 2 of Trap House this Sunday from 7:30. Make sure you tune in and catch it. It's season 5, by the way, not season 2. It's season 5, premiering this Sunday at 7:30. Remember, our conversation memes is continuing on social media. Come to any of my social media platform at Dr_Kingori on Twitter and Instagram, Dr. Kingori on Facebook. There's a picture there. Best caption, 30 GB worth of telecom data bundles goes to the best caption. Na tulisema kweni wapole, mtu akifanya kitu kali mpatie like. Likes are free, right?
Yeah, they're free.
Yeah. Like I say, we've been contributing as a family towards the welfare of refugees. The numbers are here on your screen. Anything you give, there is power in numbers. Tukujeni pamoja, let's come through for them. We chose education as a cause, as a sustainable program. They are people who've been forced out of their country. There is nothing they can do, but the best they have is a shot at education. As in, when we come together, other people come together. Kama sisi tukikuja hivi tuseme, niaje, we've come through na hii initiative kidogo. And like I say, I don't get paid to do this. I do this out of the goodness of the heart. I went to Kakuma last month. I saw how things are on the ground. Trust me. Tuna come through tu kidogo. Sometimes, like I say, you do your bit to humanity. That said, that's it for the weekend edition. See you next week. My name is Dr. Kingori.